Hey, I'm Lindsay Lichtenstein. I'm the founding director of Camp Yarnsey, and today I'll be showing you our custom vendor events for our upcoming virtual fiber festival, our second annual holiday camp 2021. If every business is as unique as a fingerprint, it should have a format that fits it. So it's time to break the mold, because one format does not fit all. Let's give viewers variety, options, choices. So let's start with vendors. So who are we looking for? Well, we're looking for vendors in the fiber arts world, artists, watercolors, ceramics, you name it. Culinary, such as food, home and body, instructors, especially those selling virtual workshops and courses, pattern designers, and much more. When will this take place? Our custom events will be occurring on Black Friday, November 26th, Small Business Saturday, November 27th, and Artist Sunday, November 28th. On each day, our events will run from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. Now let's talk about the experience, and then we'll get into specific event types. So in order to give our viewers a feel of your products, the features and aspects that make just you unique and how your business it's a magical being in and of itself, you select the presentation time. How much time do you need to show those products or do that demonstration? Do you need 30 minutes, an hour, more than an hour? You tell us. Select the presentation type or the format. Do you want to live stream? Do you want to live stream with a live audience that you can see and talk to and hear? Or would you rather pre-record your presentation and have it air as a live stream video premiere? We can do that as well. So once you have selected some of those options, start thinking about the sales format. How do you want to get that dollar, Hannah? So do you want them to shop through your website? Do you want them to comment and then you direct invoice? It's up to you. If you want to do a true auction, this is the time to try it. You pick the experience again. You schedule what day, we'll schedule the time, advertise, produce the event, and put you in front of our viewers. Now, here's some event details. There are no limit on the number of sessions that you can reserve, and you can work around your virtual and in-person events. So if you know, for example, that you will be at a festival that weekend, what you can do is you could always pre-record your sessions, and that way you can be making money while you're in person at that event and also online at the same time. How nice is that? You can be in two places at once. Also, you can attend other virtual festivals that weekend because, again, you will know exactly the date and the time on November 1st when our event schedule is released. Now, here is one little requirement. We do require that all vendors must apply and participate in our Thanksgiving Thursday, November 25th event. For that particular event, you will upload a 30-minute pre-recorded video. This can be a sales presentation, however you like to format it. And we air those live from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, November 25th. So again, you can be in two places at once, eating turkey while showing off your stuff on Thursday, November 25th. You can apply for that event on our website, which is yarnsey.com. Now, here's one thing to keep in mind. For all pre-recorded sessions, there is an upload deadline of Friday, November 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern. So for all the events that you select that you would like to pre-record, just make note of that date and time. Make sure you've uploaded your video before that date. Also, you must follow the terms and conditions set forth by social media sites such as Facebook, YouTube, you got it, as well as Camp Yarnsey's vendor terms and conditions. Now, how do you register for these events? Now, these are first come, first reserved. Woo! It's been a day already. So in order to have a variety of events, we've kind of opened these up. Now, there are a limited number of each type of session that is available. So once you see sold out, unfortunately, that type is closed. So you might want to try to consider if any other options are also still available. You can register for our custom events at our website. Now, let's talk about the types. This is the fun part. So here's the basic pop-up shop experience. This is what we've all come to know and love. Show us your products, tell us about it, let us know how we can buy it. You could do, if you're a yarn seller, color pairings, pair items with patterns. Give us a tour of your studio, your shop, or your work spot. It's up to you how you'd like to format it. Again, it's up to you how long you need, and it's up to you the format. How nice is that? Here's the next option, which is a farm tour. So if you grow those vegetables or fruits, that fiber, show us. Take us on a tour. Show us what it's like in your world, your favorite spots, the places that inspire you. It's really all up to you. Here's a demonstration option. So show me how. Show me how to spin on a spindle. Show me how to spin on spinning wheels. Now, I do think this is two areas, especially the spinning wheels, that you don't see in some areas. That in some areas, even within the United States, there are a large number of people who do not have access to dealers. So this would be a great way to show off some of those tools and equipment and get some new people into that particular fiber art. Now, you can also show demonstrations of looms. You could show how to set them up. You can do all kinds of things, reps per inch tools, sock blockers, you name it. You could also show, for instance, if you sell a cable needle tool, how to use that in knitting. Just show us how to use it. Now, if you sell gift ideas such as project kits, sets, tool and equipment sets, quick ship items, or items that arrive gift wrapped, this is another category. Who doesn't like showing up and seeing the best gift ideas you have? You could also pull together ideas such as, here's a quick pattern you can purchase and download from Ravelry. They'll go perfect with my yarn in these colors. There's a lot of ideas here for this type. Now we're getting into the fun ones. Ooh, these next couple are my favorites. So, do you sell project kits? You could host a make-along. Now, here's two ways you can do a make-along. You could either schedule the make-along to occur during our virtual festival and pre-sell your kits, or you could use this session as a demo. So when you purchase this kit, which is super easy, it looks like this, comes with these parts here. Then you get a link to join me, the vendor, later for a live make-along. So here's two different ways you can host the make-along. Also, this is a great idea if you sell yarn, any other kind of accessories as well. You could host a make-along for Christmas ornaments. You could do it for Christmas stockings, great elephant gifts. Who doesn't have a little black fiber? Or you could use the black yarn to make a lump of coal. What a fabulous elephant gift. You could also make along for felting soap or felting other small items. This is a great way to get some people into new areas of fiber arts, such as needle felting, as well as just having a social activity. Just let's knit some Christmas ornaments, and then you can also tell them a little bit more about your business in an indirect way. It's up to you. Another way too is if you have tools, such as mitten blockers, you could host a make-along with a free mitten pattern and then show them how when they complete their mittens, they can block them and what they will look like when they're completed. There's a whole lot of ideas that are in this particular format. Now, here is my favorite. Oh, yes. Holiday social events. So you're probably thinking, but I want to sell my stuff. This is the best way to sell. Who doesn't like buying when they're having fun? So here's just some basic ideas. Bingo, scavenger hunt, Pictionary, charades, name that holiday tune, baking and frosting parties, food tasting. So you could do a little sampler, organize your stash. Let's crash your stash and organize it together. You could do a wrap it up party. So give me examples of different ways I can wrap Christmas presents this year. Now, this could be outside of your zone. You're not selling paper and that, but you are selling gifts, kits, yarn, etc. So you could be showing us different cute ways off Pinterest, example, of how you could wrap some of your gifts, those yarny ideas, up. Here's another idea. Just let's have a classic best holiday tree. Show us your tree lit up. Best holiday sweater, holiday trivia night, hot beverage night. I mean, the options are endless. There's all kinds of things you could do. You can also do a yarn sampling party where you pre-sell a little kit and then you talk about all the different ways and colors that should go together or how you can mix different things together, color theory, you name it. There's all kinds of, again, things that come from this. If you have a collection with a particular name, you could use that theme. Make it work for you and make it fun. Now, here's one example that Camp Yarnsey has used before, which our viewers loved. Here is an example of the bingo. Now, we had a bingo board. We actually had multiple boards. We have 12 boards. So when we sent them out, randomly, we selected one of 12 boards to send our audience members who RSVP'd to play. On the board, there are multiple items from different vendors. So when an item was called, for instance, and you can see there's a project bag that was from 5 to 6 Handmade, we would show the picture of the item, tell them the vendor, tell them the name of the item, and then say, here's the description of this item. This will hold this kind of project, etc. And you can purchase this item for this particular vendor, it was their Etsy shop. So what better way to show off your products and have a little bit of fun with a little giveaway while using bingo. Classic, but a good one. And here's our final option. This is one of also my favorites, the concierge hour. So I think in some ways where you have the signups to shop with a vendor, they kind of lead to a lot of crickets and a lot of vendors sitting quietly by themselves and no one seems to show up. I don't know about you, but I don't like showing up in a room with the vendor and I'm by myself. I don't know this vendor. I don't know what they're selling. They just kind of stare at me, wanting me to ask them a question about an item when I don't know what they sell and what I should be asking. So here's a way to take that kind of question out of the game. So for the concierge hour, this is a live shopping event. So we will have a concierge host as well as vendors. So if you sign up for this, we will have a concierge who will introduce the vendors to the attendants. So the attendees who come in and want to shop, we will explain each vendor and we will have links right there where they can click on to go to that vendor's room and shop with that vendor. This is also going to be very helpful as we're going to set up a time that we're calling significant other shopping. So get your get out of jail free card with your husband or wife this year by coming and purchasing items you know they love, right from vendors who know exactly what they need and getting routed by a concierge. So for instance, the significant other may come in and tell me that their spouse loves cats, the color purple, their projects are everywhere, and she loves to crochet addict. So From this, we could say, well, maybe a project kit. So we could also set up, again, an indie yarn dyer, a project organizer. Maybe she might need a bag for that new project, as well as help with some Ravelry project ideas. So here are the top 5 project kits for, I don't know, sweaters. So in helping them find a project that would work for her, I mean, imagine that, opening it up, there's a bag that goes with, I love to crochet sweaters, and a project ready to go. I'm telling you, that's sexier than lingerie some days. So that's our shopping idea for our vendors as well as the attendees. So that way, vendors aren't spending an hour with crickets. Attendees aren't showing up to basically nobody's home and a video on repeat. You get what you need, you get the sales that you need, and everybody's happy. So those are our event types. Now, as far as vendor support, every vendor who applies will get access to our Facebook private vendor group. In that group is where we will provide answers and questions, things like that, our basic information. It's a great place for you to practice as a vendor. Meet your other vendors for this event, as well as sometimes it's just nice to get opinions. Do you like the way I did this way or that? It's a great place to practice without the whole world watching you. What happens in the private vendor group stays in the private vendor group, including all of the vendors previous. So we're going back to 2020 in the early days. You can see what vendors have done in the past. It's a great idea to get inspiration, to also not be afraid to try new things in a small group of people. Now, for additional options or purchase, you can actually attend our virtual vendor camp. This is a virtual course that you can go at your own pace. This is normally what we give to our vendors who come into our virtual festival. However, for this event, we have too many vendors to offer this. So you can purchase this if you'd like to learn how to build, record, and live stream a virtual presentation. Additionally, we have live tech support sessions available for purchase. These are 20-minute sessions. These will help you with things such as you're having difficulty getting your devices to work, or you just need a question answered. That's what that's there for. Now, those sessions are not meant to show you how to build, record, and live stream. If you need that support, I highly recommend you purchase the Vendor Camp course, which walks you through how to do it step by step, very slowly, in little bit-sized pieces. So that is your vendor support options there. I'd like to thank you for checking us out today. You can apply at our website. Don't forget to register for your custom events. And if you need more information, check out our website there. Also, any questions, you can email us at hello@yarnz.com. And I will leave you, as I always do, with my favorite saying in the whole wide world. Once a Yarn Z, always a Yarn Z. Have a great day.